Welcome to the ATQ Tubes here on Friday, August 31st. It is one day away from Oregon football season officially beginning. If you aren't already freaking out excited by now, today's the day to get excited because tonight is Oregon Football Eve, so happy holidays to all of you. Today on the ATQ Tubes, we will be running down the Pac-12 schedule for this weekend, and then talking some keys to the game for Oregon, Arkansas State, and finishing up with some bold predictions. First, we had 4 Pac-12 games last night. Let's see, we'll start it off with UCLA, led by first-year starting quarterback Brent Huntley. Their offense had looked pretty impressive, albeit against a pretty mediocre Rice team. But they went into Texas and pulled out a 49-24 win. So a good start for the Bruins. Maybe they can be a little bit of something this year. I don't really know. Utah and Arizona State both played directional patsies last night, and they won big in both of their games, so they did what they needed to do. And the last game was Washington State going into Provo, Utah, and falling a little bit flat on their face in a 30-6 loss to BYU. I think with all the excitement of Mike Leach coming in and as the new head coach in Pullman, I think a lot of people sort of inflated their expectations, but we have to remember that this team's made up of pretty much all Paul Wolf's guys. I don't know if Bill Belichick could come in and coach this team to more than 6 or 7 wins this year. I think they might win one game that they shouldn't this year, but I don't think we should be expecting them to really be a big threat for the Pac-12 North title for at least a few years. Moving on, tonight we've got Stanford and San Jose State, and then on Saturday we've got obviously Oregon, Arkansas State, as well as Cal opening up their new renovated Memorial Stadium, which I'm going to go to that game on Saturday. The stadium looks gorgeous. They're playing Nevada, Colorado State on Saturday, Arizona, Toledo, USC, Hawaii, and Washington, San Diego State. Those are the Pac-12 games. Of those games, I think Colorado State may be the only other game where we could potentially see a Pac-12 loss, only because Colorado's really bad. Moving on to Oregon, Arkansas State, some keys to the game. I think the key for the offense is going to be to get in a rhythm, establish the flow of the offense, how the zone read works, be able to vary the tempos, go from that normal game speed to maybe try out the really fast up-tempo stuff, and then as well as getting into a flow with the slow down, burn the clock offense as well. Marcus Mariota is going to have plenty of chances. I expect him to play at least the first half, if not longer. Get him as many game reps as possible. That's what these 3 non-conference games are about, is getting the new starters and the new position groups as many reps as possible. For the defense, the key is going to be stopping quarterback Ryan Applin. He's really the biggest weapon of the Arkansas State offense. He can make plays with his arm and with his legs. So containing him, whether that's a disciplined defensive line play or putting a spy on him in the linebacker core, is going to be paramount. And also being aggressive and trying to force turnovers. I think letting the Arkansas State offense get into a rhythm and put some drives together could lead to kind of a scary game for Oregon fans. So really being aggressive, putting the clamps down early, and getting that blowout on as fast as possible, I think is going to be a big thing. Some players to watch out for on Saturday. I'm excited to see the debut of obviously Marcus Mariota, as well as Braylon Addison should see time tomorrow. Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner, Pharaoh Brown and or Evan Bayless and or TJ Daniel at tight end. 3 possible freshmen playing there. And yeah, I think that's everybody. Possibly, we've heard good things about Dwayne Stanford and Chance Allen as well, but they were not on the 2 deep for this game. So I'm not sure if we're going to see them. My guess would be we're going to try our hardest to redshirt those 2 guys this year, but that remains to be seen. And Chip Kelly is going to play the guys that he thinks gives him the best chance to win. Predictions, I'm not going to do a final score prediction because we at ATQ are a superstitious folk and we don't mess with that noise. But here's some things I think are going to happen this game. I think we're going to be very impressed by Daryl Hawkins. Seeing his name as a starter has surprised a lot of people. He's been fairly inconsistent, but we have to remember that he spent the past couple of years learning a new position. He was a quarterback in college, got to Oregon, and has made the transition to wide receiver. He had a breakout spring. He's showing his hands off. He's 6'4", and he should prove to be a very big target this year. And I think he is going to be really the breakout performer of the non-conference season, as we're going to see. I think there will be a defensive and or special teams touchdown on Saturday. Our defense is very aggressive, looking for the ball, is going to force a couple turnovers, and one of them could get housed. And then on special teams, DeAnthony Thomas. That's pretty much all the evidence I have to give you. Those are some things to look out for on Saturday. I hope for those of you going to the game, have a great time. For those of you watching on TV or at a bar or at home, have a great time as well. The last thing also, this year I'm going to sort of entertain the possibility of possibly doing some halftime stuff live on YouTube via Google Hangouts on air. And you, as part of the ATQ community, could be part of those Hangouts. What you need to do is you need to connect with Addicted to Quack on Google+. So find Addicted to Quack on Google+. Right now, I think we have nobody in our circles because we haven't been promoting it very much, but this is the time. So find Addicted to Quack on Google+. Add us into your circles. We'll add you back, and then hopefully during a halftime we can get you in and get you live on YouTube to offer your own brand of fan analysis, which I think will be a pretty cool thing to do. So keep an eye out for that. I will keep you informed. Good luck to our Ducks on Saturday. It's finally football season. Get excited. AddictedToQuack.com.